Hi, I'm Faith.
And I'm Nasa. And this is
Go Ladies, a podcast about navigating life, love,
and so much more
from a 40-plus perspective. I'm gonna knock you out.
Hey!
Mama said knock you out. Hey!
That was perfect. I thought you were going to do Knuck If You Buck again.
Oh,
but
now we knocking and bucking.
I can't shake my hand because my hand hurts.
That's why, yeah.
Because you got to shake your head.
I come in the cloud, shaking my dread, throwing these balls and busting these heads. I'm like, wow.
When I had dreadlocks, you can. I still do it now because everybody does it. But dreadlocks, you couldn't tell me nothing.
Shake your head.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Hi. Here we go.
Hi.
Hi.
Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
So happy that you're here.
Buy the merch.
Yes.
You see the hoodies. It's hoodie season.
It is, and it's cold in here. We ain't got no heat on in this house because I refuse to turn it on. And
That's our business.
right, but it feels good to us.
Exactly.
Like it's chilly,
It felt good to me.
but I ain't gonna be sweating.
Right.
So I'm okay.
Hello.
Yes.
Listen, we a certain age over here.
We done locked Perry out.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay.
Well,
What you were in the middle of a thought.
I know.
And then you backed it up.
because I wanted to do things right today.
Okay.
I wanted.
Gee. Glory.
What I was gonna say is, do you ever look back at your life?
That's an English. When
I know.
look back
When I look back
over my life.
Thank you.
Hallelujah.
But
Yes.
sometimes the chapters feel like I did do that, you know. And sometimes that happens. Like sometimes I actually forget. Like, oh, I was somebody's wife, you know, because it's been a lot of years now.
Yeah.
Or you know, I did have dreadlocks for 6 years.
You sure did.
Yeah.
That's how I met you.
Exactly. But like,
Yeah.
it's been so long now that I really just, it's like that chapter has come and it's gone.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's very interesting how life works.
I think we do that with a lot of life experiences, though. Almost, and I think we've all done it. You take it for granted. But we've experienced a lot.
Come on
and
now.
been blessed to do a lot.
Amen.
Go a lot of play. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we do it.
It's
That's human.
interesting. Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes you just be forgetting.
Right. And then you be like, wait a minute, let me.
Yeah.
I did. Like you said, I did do that.
I told somebody the other day, I said, you know, like my calendar's full. I'm super busy.
Right,
You know,
yes.
you know my life.
Yes. Yeah.
But at one point in time, I was a mother.
Yes.
My own 2 girls, my stepsons.
You a mother.
Right. And, you know, just doing all the things,
yeah.
you know, working, you know, Girl Scout leader, all that stuff. And I look back and I'm like, houseway?
Your busy looks a lot different these days.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I've always been busy, but you're right. It looks a lot different.
It looks much different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm about to pull out some things, though.
Amen. Okay, do you want to? I have that.
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead. Do you?
Later.
I'm sorry, you're in charge.
No, you're good.
Face in
You
charge
can-
of the
I'm
car
not in
today.
charge. We don't
No,
have-
you in charge of girls.
R.I.P. Delaries.
Yes, you in charge of the girls today.
So we're gonna
I
put a
am
pin
the
in
girls.
that. We're gonna put a pin in that. Taking stuff off your plate.
Yes.
So we're gonna talk about the punch not heard around, not heard around the world. But obviously, you all are getting us on Tuesday, but people are still gonna be talking about it. Nasa mad. Look at her lips.
I'm so mad.
There was a fight. There were multiple
fights
on Netflix. We're talking about Jake Paul, Mike Tyson. So, yeah. Jake Paul won the fight.
Boo on you. Sorry.
Unanimous decision. Jake Paul won.
Snooze fest.
It was okay. We'll just go ahead and start there, and then we'll go into the undercards. Nasa says snooze fest. Go ahead, give your what'd you think?
Okay, so y'all, I want him to knock out Jake Paul. I'm gonna be honest. I wanted Iron Mike
Yes,
to knock out Jake Paul.
right. He's Pawpaw Mike now.
I know. Well,
Yeah.
somebody say Mike.
Yeah, like
Like,
we wanted Iron Mike of the 80s, 90s to be like, ah.
here's the deal. He lost the fight.
Yeah.
You know. I still ain't gonna talk shit on the street to him.
Nah. I don't want the
Like, you don't
smoke.
play with Mike.
No.
And
He's told you who he
yeah,
is.
he said he's a beast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I personally did not see the beast
Absolutely.
yesterday at the fight.
Right. All right.
And so I really expected, though, to see the beast.
Yeah.
And I know I mentioned this to you earlier, but part of me wanted to see the beast. Like, if you remember, you know, historic fights between the races from years gone by, you know,
Worded well.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
and where really Frazier is fighting, you know, on behalf of the race, you know,
Right.
and sometimes, especially after the weeks that we've had here recently, I just wanted
wanted
him
a
to lay
knockout.
out Jake Paul. And I know that sounds really trivial, but in my mind, I just like, black folk need a win, you know?
Okay.
And we've taken a lot of L's here recently,
Okay.
you know, in America. And so, and look, that's not Mike's burden to bear.
No, it's not.
But it is.
I
You know what I
got you.
mean?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so I'm just being honest. Like, I wanted him to lay out Jake Paul. Now, I think Jake Paul, you know, he a little, anyway.
Okay.
So I wasn't going to be safe. He knocked him out, you know?
Right,
so
right,
just,
right.
you know,
Okay.
but I did. I wanted him to knock him on out. And so we could have a win. And that did not happen. And, you know, that's my overall thought on the thing.
That was worded well. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
My take as a former professional boxer, semi-amateur.
Because you are the one who loves
as
the
a
sport.
former semi-amateur boxer, I do. I
You love the
boxing.
sport, yeah.
Nasa knows this. I don't really follow a whole lot of sports, but I love boxing. For those of you that are new here, and for context, I boxed for 6 years. Like, I did boxing workouts and not kickboxing, which honestly pisses me off. No shade to kickboxing and MMA. I don't know if it's because I'm a woman, but when I've like told people, even when I was doing it, I'd be like, "Oh, you kickbox?" No, I'm not. I'm throwing hands.
Where I like MMA fighting.
You like MMA fighting. I love boxing. And for me, Iron Mike is my favorite boxer. Like, one of them. So I say all that to say, for context, I love boxing. I've been to boxing matches. I understand the sweet science. That's what they call it. And Mike is 58 years old. And I kept
Correct.
saying it.
Yeah.
I was not... What I wanted versus what I knew would happen, you know what I mean, are two different things. I didn't expect Mike to knock Jake Paul out. I wanted him to as well. I wanted him to because I'm tired of Jake running his mouth. Because I've seen him in other fights, and I'm like, can somebody just lay this kid out? So that was a problem for me. Like, I'm just sick of him talking.
Yeah.
Which is all a part of the build up to it. You showboating, you at the press conferences, you talking shit. Like, that's all a part.
It is. When he smacked the hell out of him with stepping on his foot, though, you
There
gonna
you
step on
go.
my foot. He's like, "Bah!"
Hello.
He smacked him quick.
Right. So I don't know that I was... Did I want more? Yeah. But I'm just happy Mike didn't get hurt. And I was like, he is 58. And I was telling Nasa ahead of the show, I loved hearing like Roy Jones commentate. Because they fought when Mike was 54, I want to say, then. And Roy was like, you still don't want no punch from him. That hurts. So, you know, his age showed. But hell, it's not too many people that could fight, 8 rounds and still be standing. He didn't get knocked down. He was just tired. Because he almost 60. That's how I view it.
I totally get that.
Yeah.
So there's what I wanted to happen, and then the sports, right?
Yes.
And so I get the fact that he's obviously older. I get the fact that, you know, all those things. I think overall as a fight, I think it was a boring fight.
It was boring. I'll give you that. It
It was a boring fight.
Because there's a fine line between the sport and entertainment.
Yes.
Which boxing is entertainment.
Correct.
So you have to add that element of being entertaining. You do.
So that was my whole thing. I'm
Yeah.
like, I done waited up all night. Done buffered this Netflix 16 times.
Yeah, we
Trying to
talk
watch
about
this
the buffering,
fight.
please. Yes.
So, okay.
Yes.
You know, I be watching the Netflix. And so when I heard the fight was going to be on Netflix, I was like, y'all didn't get Love is Blind reunion together last time. Because y'all remember they did the Love is Blind live and it didn't work out. They had to do another day. So I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
they putting a lot of talent and
A
time into
lot,
this
yeah.
to get this, going. So when it was like, okay, so I logged on at 7. Like I was on there at 7. Boom, bam. And that's when I realized there's other fights because, I ain't a boxing fan. So I didn't know there was like all these fights and all this time. Cause I was like, well, where did they fight at? But
7 o'clock.
right.
Let's go.
7:02. I want to see my fight. That didn't happen.
No,
So I was like, oh, okay. And then I didn't know how many fights there were. So I was like, I still waiting. So at that point, I started drinking. And then I'm going to take a 30-minute nap.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to wake back up and see what's going on.
You took a nap. I'm not mad at you.
And did?
I'm not mad. I didn't know you. That's awesome.
Sure did.
I wish I could have. I would have been knocked. Did you set an alarm?
Yes.
Oh, okay. This is 40 plus.
Right.
Hello.
I'm going to take this nap.
yes.
So I'm just going to lay here and rest my eyes a little bit.
You old. Just rest my eyes.
So I was like, I was all about it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, what's taking it so long?
Hello.
And even, let me say this. I just felt that
Yes.
with all the hype around it, like, I just felt like the showmanship of the entire night wasn't what I expected it to be.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And what's his name?
Which one? Comment?
Barrio?
Okay.
What's his
you want
name?
to go into that fight?
No. I'm
just-
going to talk about the fight. I want to talk about just the showmanship.
Yeah.
Was that his name?
Barrio and Ramos.
Yes.
That fight?
I think that Barrio, with the dancers that he had coming out,
Yes.
that was showmanship.
It was.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
J. Paul in that little car singing, what's his name?
Not Elton John. What's the face?
Phil
Phil
Collins.
Collins.
Yeah. I was like,
I picked up on that song being a dig at Mike because Mike was in The Hangover. For those who caught that
Yeah.
Easter egg, and that song was in The Hangover.
right. But then even you driving out in this car going 0.0 miles per hour, and then the car can only go straight. You can't even make the turn.
No.
I was just like, this ain't it. Like, remember, I forget which fight it was when Lil Wayne
Yes,
came out. Right. And I was like, oh, this is a show. You know?
We grew up in that.
Yes.
Yeah.
This wasn't no show.
We grew up with the showmanship, with the...
You had Rosie Perez. You had to put her in the boxing outfit and let her get it. right. You know?
Yeah.
She looked good, though, too.
She did.
She looked good. But
And she knows her boxing.
She does.
Yeah.
But I was just like, come on. Like, where's the showmanship?
Yeah.
You know? If I'm going to sit here for all these hours,
Yes, you...
give me something other than Mike's booty.
The ass seen around the world. Mike's son was like, all right, Dad. He's like, love you, son. Mwah. Walk off ass. I was like, whoa.
I will say it was moisturized. It didn't look ashy.
He wasn't ashy.
He wasn't ashy.
Nah.
You gonna show ass, let it be a good ass.
That's fair.
So, yeah.
That is fair. That was... So we had boring fight, buffering so many people. So I don't know what's gonna happen with that next because they're talking about throughout the broadcast. They talked about having other like live events.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that works. What?
They're just not. I don't think. Let me say this. Did I see everything that I wanted to see? Yes.
Yeah.
But the buffering is annoying because I know some people was like, "F it, I'm watching a Christmas movie," you know,
True.
and
Yeah,
it's like you're gonna lose some people because of that.
Yeah.
And so I think they got to get that up together because whatever they plan for, they didn't plan for double. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I think that they keep selling themselves short on how many people are going to tune in.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, plan for double. Exactly.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, that was annoying. So I will say, for those who are new to boxing, typically you have what's called undercards. Excuse me. Those are fighters who are typically up and coming.
Right.
Lesser known. They're making their debut, etc. And then you have the co-main event, which is the fight that typically happens before the main event. I happen to like undercards because depending on who it is, I like underdogs. And some good moments have come out of undercards.
Yeah.
I will say that. You unexpectedly, you don't know these people, and then you be like, oh, whoa, you know? And then it's the next viral moment. But if you don't know, you don't know. So I'm with you. And they don't promote all of that because they're promoting the big name.
Right.
That's so for future reference for those who don't know. Sorry about that, Nace. I should have told you. But I'm sorry I didn't.
Because hold on. Sidebar.
Oh, here we go.
Faith called me earlier in the week.
I did.
And said, "Hey girl, hey, do you want to go to this thing on Friday after work?" And I was like, "My week? Don't be trying to act like you're out here trying to get at it." So I was like, "Okay, now my week has been hectic, crazy," but I was like, "It's Faith, and I love Faith." So yes, wherever Faith say, we gonna go, right? Like 9 out of 10. So I'm like, cool. So she tells me this. I was like, okay. Didn't know if she was buying the tickets or if I'm buying the tickets. So then she sent me the link to the tickets. So I bought the tickets, right?
Wait, you buy your ticket?
I bought my ticket,
Okay.
yes. And so, because she said, hey, here's the link.
I did. Oh,
So I bought the ticket. So then the next day, now mind you, I thought when she said it to me, I was like, Faith loves boxing, but she said we're going to go to this thing. So, okay, she's like, oh, cool. And I'm thinking because it's on Netflix, she's going to watch maybe the repeat later on, not watch it live. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I bought my ticket. Next day, my phone rings from Faith. Hey, girl. I can't do on Friday no more because of the fight.
Forgot about it.
I was like, what? I just bought my ticket. And she was like, I said, you didn't buy your ticket? She's like, mm-mm.
I was going to, and then I was like, the fight.
So then I'm here at 7 o'clock on the dot, waiting for Mike to fight at 7:02.
Yes.
7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my living room. I wanted to drop top. But so I'm waiting for the fight to start. It don't start. Mike don't come to the stage.
Till 11.
Yeah. We could have gone to the other thing.
We could have.
And still made it back home. Took a shower, put on pajamas before the thing started.
You know the blessing in that, though? You got to take your bra off earlier.
I did. Yeah, it took me a little nap.
See?
So, yes. Perspective. But yes, so.
And you recouped your losses. So.
Yes, and thank you, because Faith did reimburse me for the ticket.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, friend.
When I realized it. Thank you. We did have a laugh about it, though. I was like, oh, Nasa, you know I love the boxing.
I was like, what?
So sorry. How could I forget? It wasn't on my calendar. I should put it on my calendar.
Yeah, and I should have said something because I knew the fight was that night. But I was like, because it's on Netflix, like, oh, she should watch the replay or watch it, afterwards. Like, yeah.
Technically, you're right, though. We could have done both.
Yeah. Because it took forever. Undercard. I didn't know it was undercard.
They have undercard. Yeah. And typically it's now the first one was That fight was Did you watch all of them? Or when did you come in?
Was that the Barrio?
No. It was one before.
So I think that's when I was making drinks and eating my dinner.
Very good. That's fine. The first one was a little obnoxious. But the two in between the main event were for a championship. Those weren't just like the fight, like the showing a fight. Okay, so we'll get into Barrio and Ramos. I can't roll my R. Which Ramos was cute in his picture. I was like, oh, he cute. Listen, ladies, football, soccer, all of it, whatever sport event you go to, but y'all really need to tap into going to boxing matches. I'm just saying. I've been to some. No, you're shaking your head. I'm talking about people who's in the audience.
Give me a reason.
There are attractive
men in the audience.
Men that are at boxing matches.
Okay.
I'm not necessarily talking about the fighters, but it's men like boxing.
Okay, no, that makes sense because I'm like, these boxers, they come into the ring looking like Billy D. They leave looking like the Goonies guy.
They do. Yeah.
Like, chunk. Yeah,
No. I'm talking about who's in attendance.
Because when I watched the Ramos and Barrio fight, I was like, they fucked up now.
Right. Yes. No, I'm talking about who's in the room.
Okay. In the room where it happens.
In the room where it happens.
Got it.
Yeah. I'm going to come with me. So you should. Because I've been I've been like, who is it?
Oh, you have a boxing outfit?
I did. What's
her boxing outfit?
It depends on the weather. Like, you talking about my shorts on?
You wore the shorts, didn't you?
One time I did. I had on my faux leather shorts and my white button up and I was like, "Hey y'all!" Like everybody else got on like sneakers and shit. Like, but
Yeah, you see what I'm like? What was
like, if you're going shopping, you know, I'm just throwing it out there. Do with that what you will. But yes,
Okay.
I will let you know.
Thank you.
Well, and you know, get up, walk around a little bit.
I'm here for it.
No, it's people you've not seen before. How we've had that discussion, like, oh, I ain't seen them before. It's that effect. Like seriously, it
like
is.
Boom Bap. Who is
that? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I ain't seen him before. So yes, boxing.
Okay.
We'll get you there. But Ramos Barrio, great fight.
So good.
Yeah.
Respectful.
Yes.
A little showmanship, a little dance routine.
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah.
A little got a little fluffy stuff on the side of his outfit. I like that. Little, you know, little fashion.
Yeah.
Yes. I liked it.
It was a draw. Initially, Barrio was beating that ass, but Ramos was like, and then it was a draw. Would you agree with the draw?
I agree with the draw.
Okay.
I agree with the draw. So I thought that one was pretty fair.
Yeah.
And I liked the way that they spoke about each other at the end of the fight.
Okay.
You know, I thought that was very, just like you said, respectful, gentlemanly, you know, like I liked that.
Very good. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now we're going to get into the tea. Women's boxing. So women have been fighting for a long time, but true to fashion, we don't always get the shine. One of the biggest ones, Claressa Shields from Flint, Michigan, has won all the things. I don't know if you're familiar with who that is. If not, I'm going to put you on.
Put me on.
She's an Olympian. She's a black woman. Olympian. She beat everybody ass. Like, her nickname is T-Rex. But Claressa Shields.
She got little arms.
No, I don't know why it's T-Rex. But it's... And she has given a lot back to Flint, Michigan. Okay. Obviously, we know the issues
they
that
need
they've
some water
had.
still.
But and they mentioned her name a lot, and I'm so glad they did. I wanted her to be up there to call this fight. Honestly, I wish they would have brought her up there because she was there. But we'll learn about her later.
Okay.
So you have Katie and Serrano. I don't remember Katie's last name, but Katie.
Mm-hmm. I'm just listening.
Katie and Serrano. It was a rematch. The first fight that they had, the judges, I'm going to say, because I'm not going to say she won. The judges ruled in favor of Katie. Well, they ruled in favor of her again at this fight. Even though points definitely should have been deducted. She headbutted Serrano. I'm just giving a setup. Nasa going to react. She headbutted Serrano and said it was an accident.
3 times.
Headbutted her. Well, the first time, eye is cut. It's in the eyebrow line, but it come down and the eyelid just started hanging at a certain point.
Because she hit her more than once.
And then she was holding, or as Nasa says, hugging.
Why are you hugging up on this lady?
Was hugging her. So go ahead. Go from there.
I was so mad, y'all.
Yeah.
So this is the best fight, in my opinion, of the whole night.
Very good.
Right?
Yes.
So Serrano is laying into Katie. Mm-hmm. Katie keeps on hugging her and doing the holding thing, which I was just like, why are you all up on her? Like, get off of her. And so when she hit her the first time, it cut a little bit.
Yeah.
And then she did it again, and then it busted on open. It was like all like this.
That was a different.
It was huge, right? And so I was like, and the referee was like, we need a medic to come look at it.
Yeah.
And he looked at it. They put a little ice, a little something on it, like a little Q-tip, one of the magic Q-tips on here to make it, do some things.
Yes.
I don't know what it's called. A magic Q-tip to put it right here. And so they hold it, and Serrano's like, nah, I'm not out. I'm in. So they shoot back in the fight. So I'm like, okay, bet. And I know, like, Serrano's winning.
Yes.
Because even the unofficial count is like, she beat her ass.
Yeah.
Like, the numbers are high. They were like, Katie is landing a higher percentage of punches. Like, if I throw 5 punches, I'm landing 4.
Yeah.
However, Serrano is actually delivering more punches altogether. She might be swinging more and missing more, but she's actually landing a lot of punches. So I'm like, boom. Like, there was no doubt in my mind that Serrano won that fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so when at the end, and they were like, unanimous Katie, I'm like, how, Sway? How? You done headbutt the lady, got points removed for that. Holding, got points removed for that.
Yeah.
But then you try to say Serrano holding. I ain't holding because Serrano kept pushing her off like this.
She did.
Get off me.
Get off me. Let's fight.
Y'all, I'm not a boxing fan. That's not my ministry. You know,
It's about to be.
I show up for. I'm a fair weather, like event,
Yes,
the party. I'm here for the
yes,
party.
yes,
You know,
yes.
NBA finals, boom, I'm here.
Right,
You
right,
know,
right.
Super Bowl, haha, I'm in it. You
Yeah,
know,
yes.
if there's gonna be drinks and some wings, boom, bam, I'm in it.
yeah,
You know, there's a
yeah.
party being had. I'm
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
That's what this was for me.
Okay,
You know,
yeah.
And so, but this fight. I'm hollering like Maya's like, you okay, mama? I'm like, beat her ass, get her, girl, get off of her.
Yes.
What I'm
Yeah.
I'm in it.
Yeah.
So then at the end, when they say Katie, what am I, Katie? Who?
Okay, right.
What fight y'all
That's not
watching?
how you pronounce Serrano.
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
That really just threw me. And so then when Serrano was like, happy birthday to my daddy, 'cause my
Right.
daddy birthday tomorrow, and I know we still winners over here, and y'all know Katie be cheating because whoever she fight with, she be headbutting, and that ain't right. But that's all right because I'm still a winner. I'm still the champion.
Yeah, yeah.
And then her coach came in and was like, yeah, y'all know y'all cheated because Katie be headbutting everybody. Everybody she fights, she does this, hugging up on people. The ref need to do his job. I said, don't he though? Don't he though?
A word.
Right. I'm in it.
A word. Yes.
I was
Yeah.
hot. So coming off of that fight,
Yeah.
and I was just like, then to get to the mic,
And you
Fight.
like, snooze fast.
I was like, I could have been asleep.
Yeah, I know. I know.
I was not happy.
Again, I'm happy for women's boxing. And a lot of people don't see it. A lot of times it's not really promoted. There are women fighters. I know of a handful here in Nashville. One in particular who has been to the Olympic trials. Like, I've worked out with her and have seen her journey. Shout out to Christy. That's her name. Young lady, still in her 20s. A beast. Like, I've seen where she started to now. So I know for her, she was really excited for the women's fight. And I'm happy the world got to see women know how to beat ass. So, and like you said, it was a great fight. You didn't say like it was a great women's fight. You said that was the best fight of the night. Yeah. And me watching it, it reminded me, honestly, when I was training, because I have like my accountability partner, and they called her power and I was speed. And I saw that in both of them. Like for me, Katie was more speed. Serrano was giving powerful punches. And I'm like, oh my God, that's us. Because my punches, in my opinion, I don't know that necessarily hurt, but I can throw you off. And I'm surprised at how fast my hands are. And I just get out. Like, just so you know, I'm speed.
All right.
You know,
I actually never see you box.
I know you haven't.
Outside of that one gym that we went to that one time, they don't really count. The one
Right.
over in Green Hills.
Yes.
So, yeah.
That's where I got started. Though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I learned that you can be fast with your hands.
Yeah.
And you just get out. Don't get hit. But yeah, Serrano, I'm with you. She won. She was robbed again. I didn't see the first fight that they had, but this one she was definitely robbed. Robbed.
Yeah.
So let's setting them up for another fight. That's typically how these things go. It is an entertainment business. It is. And if they choose to do a number 3, then there you go. Jake Paul will promote because he promoted it. This was his thing. And I know, what's the face? Fix your lip.
I'm not going to fight them again.
Okay.
Here's the deal.
Yes.
If I and this is just me. This is why this is not the sport for me because I be mad for real.
Yeah,
Like
you do.
I can't fight somebody and be like and shake hands and be like, all right, see you at the Wendy's. Like I can't. I have an attitude.
sportsmanship,
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't have it. Like I
Right.
know I don't have it.
Yeah.
So you done fought me. You done headbutt me.
Baby, that eye.
Right,
like,
you headbutt
oh.
me, you held me,
Yeah.
and then they gave you the win, knowing you didn't deserve it.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna say some things, and I'm gonna meet you outside in the parking lot.
Right, you
and
gonna
that's
be cool.
yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I might lose in the match, but I'm gonna win the fight outside. You know, and that's not right.
Yeah, that's why you can't.
Exactly. So I'm just like, no. But to say you're gonna fight again, a third fight, when I see what you do,
Yeah. Yep.
like why? Like there's no reason for me to.
That's good. Yeah.
Not under these
Sometimes it
circumstances.
depends on the purse.
Yeah.
I will say that. You know, people don't. I don't know
I get it.
life. What people got going on.
Exactly.
But that's what, and I hate when a lot of fighters in general don't know necessarily when to retire. And sometimes it is, I need this money.
Yeah.
And not saying that's the case for them, but that happens.
I mean, we see that with a lot of things where, you know, you stay in the game too long, you're dancing, you football, you this, you that, all that too long because,
Like,
you know,
Yeah.
just because you make money doesn't mean you're a good steward of money. They should tell
Hello.
you. So,
Me too.
Exactly. So, I mean,
Yeah.
no matter what it is, I'll be doing communications for a long time, you know?
We be communicating.
Exactly. So, it is what it is.
I'm so proud of you for what. Nasa watch boxing, y'all.
I did.
That warms my heart.
I did.
I'm proud of you. We'll get you in there. I'll get you to a fight.
Yeah, I'd like to go to a fight, but that fighting ain't my thing.
No.
At this big age, I'm just not a fighter like that.
Amen.
My cousins probably watch like, when was you a fighter? Y'all didn't know when I left home. Y'all don't know when I left home.
The ones that took you to the skating? I love it.
Because I wasn't.
Yeah,
I wasn't
shoot,
then,
yeah.
you know, at all. And so, yeah. But now it's like, and even now I'm like, no, like.
Yeah. No, we're too old.
I'm gonna litigate at this point.
That's what I was gonna say. Hello.
And if you really threaten my safety, I'm gonna shoot first.
Right.
Like, that's it. Like, I ain't got time.
You get to Thank you for knowing that.
Yeah.
Because ain't nothing worse than for me. I'm like, when I was a child, I thought I was a child.
Exactly.
Ain't nothing worse than seeing an old broad trying to physically fight. I'm like, man, you talking about being out of breath?
I didn't try to do that.
I'm like, who you gonna pull something? It's gonna be.
I'm gonna litigate,
yeah,
or I'm gonna shoot.
There
There is no scenario. Actually,
oh Lord,
this is kind of funny. You've heard this story, I think. But I was dating somebody, and the person, you know what I date. I date big dudes, right? And so, the conversation was like, how did you feel? Because I was at their house and like, something happens and I'm like, I gotta shoot this one. Like, there's no scenario where I can take this dude.
Right.
Like, most of the dudes I date, there's no scenario where I can take them. If I ever date somebody who actually tried to put hands on me, I just have to shoot them. Like, there's.
Yeah,
it is.
That.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not trying to fight you.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Right.
Fight's over.
Exactly. My first, and this is probably indicative because my actual first fight, when I was in school, was, he was a younger child. I fought the girl, and then I took myself to the principal's office and told them to call my mama. I just beat up so and so. And they're looking at me, I'm looking at them, like...
Yeah, I did stutter.
Right. Yeah. Like, I own my ish. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, and I am that way even as an adult. When I mess up something, I did it.
Yeah.
I did it.
Yeah.
Here's how I'm going to fix it. Right. Or, handle the consequences. But I did it. I ain't going to act like I didn't.
Oh, my God.
So... Yeah.
I couldn't be a real fighter. Well, one, it's so funny when I would tell my dad I was doing, like, boxing workouts. That was one of a few times he's like, no, I don't want you to box. Like, he really, never really, I don't know, knew or cared. But when I told him that, he's like, no, you can't box. I don't want you getting hit. I was like, so get in and get out. But I'm not an angry person.
You're not.
So even when I would be training, I'm smiling. They would make fun of me because I'm like, they're like, Faith, you like teaching us or telling us what to do, and I'm like, but I'm not mad at her. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, this is somebody I like, so I can't, like, how they go into that mode.
Yeah.
Like, so that for me, it would be, that's the entertainment part though of it. That's the talking shit ahead of the time to get you where you gotta get. Like, because I don't, you fight, you have something to prove, or you fight out of anger. And so, yeah, when I would be working out, I'd be like, I'm going to hit you, but I'm like, I don't have that dog in me. Like,
so like, here's my question. Because I've never seen you. Yeah. Obviously, I know you're a boxer.
Yeah.
I've known you for a long time.
Yeah.
And only time I've ever seen you box was at that gym we went to in Green Hills.
Yes.
Which is not
It was boutique boxing gym.
It was cardiovascular boxing.
Yes.
It was not... boxing for the ring, right?
Yeah.
You then transitioned to boxing for the ring.
Yeah.
So I've never seen you do that.
Yeah.
When you were doing that, people hit you in your face?
No.
Okay.
I've never been hit in the face.
Okay.
No.
Because I was like, oh, I should try that one day. But I'm like,
no.
I want to fight.
Yeah.
But if you hit me, I can't.
Right. Absolutely.
I'm cute every day.
Absolutely.
And so I can't be walking around the black eye looking like somebody done beat my tail. Like,
I've been hit in the head. I've never been hit in the, like, I could, like, rolling is one of the things you do. You see them roll out, how you roll, but I've been hit like on the in my rolling, been like, and I'll be like, oh, I didn't like that.
Get the helmet on.
No.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't like that. But I've never, again, my goal, shout out to the fighters, I've never wanted to like fight. I want to be fit like a fighter, like that training, or any elite athlete. That training is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I don't want to spar. I don't really want to fight you. I'm afraid of me if I really ever got angry to have to fight somebody. I will say I am afraid of what I know I could do. I'm being serious. I'm not even popping my shit. I'm afraid of what I could do if I'm pushed there. If you bother my family, not you smiling.
I am.
I am.
I've seen you prior to your boxing career when you were that angry.
Oh, we're not telling that story.
I ain't gonna tell the story, but she did do that. So
I've never wanted to leap over a table so bad.
Right. So my question is, like, now with the skill set that you have, come on, Liam Neeson, skill set. I think about that. That's interesting.
Yeah, but I'm glad it is a skill set. I'm not about to brawl. I have knowledge of the fundamentals to where I'm not just coming at I'm not swinging like that. Like, I know how I can square up if I have to. I know how to get out. I know how to move.
Yeah.
But you're supposed to constantly be moving, head on the swivel. You hear people say that your head should never be like right here. You should constantly be. Yeah. I'm getting
interesting,
excited, but I won't go down that road.
Interesting.
Anyways, we've talked enough.
No, the only thing that I've done recently that has been, and that's not recent, I say in the past 5, was a gun retention class that I took. Mm-hmm. And so even that, it was very interesting. Yeah. Because I'm going to shoot you.
Yeah, you are.
Like,
make no buts about it. Yeah. If it comes to that, it's what
and the guy had me pinned.
Yeah.
The guy had me pinned in this gun retention class. And so, but I shot him. Mm-hmm. And it's obviously not a real gun. Yeah. It's a, thing. Yeah. And he was like, I got you. And I'm like, I've already shot you. Mm-hmm. Like, and yes, it's close. Yes, I am injured in this. I know if it was come down to it, this dude can definitely beat my tail. Yeah. But even if he had me pinned, like, I'm going to shoot you. Yeah. Like, it's, yeah.
That's my shooter right here. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not, I always say, I'm going to tell you how I'm going to phrase it. I'm not the baddest chick in the world. Mm-hmm. I know this. Mm-hmm. I know that there are people who fight all the time and who fight better than me and all those good things. Right. But I do say if somebody ever does attack me, I ain't no easy get.
Absolutely.
You know, there's gonna be DNA. Mm-hmm. There's gonna be a CSI crime scene. Yeah. There's gonna be something to help, solve the crime. Mm-hmm. Like, it ain't just gonna be, you got me and that's it. Right. Nah. Yeah. Agreed. That's not even my ministry. I mean, I even think about, this is so off the topic, kind of tangent, but when you're watching scary movie, people separate and all that stuff, our household stays ready. Yeah. Like, when we, not saying we have pop quizzes, but it's like, we know somebody come right now, we're gonna be together. We're not gonna separate.
I do hate when they do that. I'm like, we should separate. Who says who?
And I'm making a weapon out of everything I got.
That's the thing.
Right.
If you don't have a gun, you pick something else up.
This kitchen, this meat tenderizer, this Lysol and this lighter. Like,
yeah.
Again, not saying we gonna win.
Right. But you gonna fight. You ain't going down without a fight.
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
And we gonna sit here back to back, everybody on the head on the swivel. Mm-hmm. You know? Yep. People are like, well, I'll be right back. The fuck?
You're not
we together.
Yeah. Because you're not gonna come back.
Exactly. Like, So,
I remember one time at our former job, one of the people asked, I don't know if you had left yet, but anyways, it was some sound or something coming from where the archives were. So somebody had asked one of the black male employees to go check it out and was dead ass serious. Me, I said, you ain't about to send the black man to go check. I said this.
I'm sure
you're
you
not
did.
about to send the black man
No.
to go check out the noise, because we all know what happens to the black people in the scary movies.
Right, we don't make it back.
Right. So I looked at the brother and I was like, "You sit down. You ain't going nowhere." At this point, I've been there for a while.
Yeah.
I was like, "You ain't going nowhere." And then we had a laugh about it because the person who was not melanated clearly was not cognizant or aware, and I could tell. Like, he was just like, "Why don't you go?" You know, and I'm like, you ain't setting him up for the okie doke. Why don't you go?
Well, you know, when same job where that homeless person came in.
Hey, Raul.
Right.
I'm sorry, what? I hope your family's well.
Yes, yes. And so, so short story.
Yes.
Homeless person came into the building and was threatening people, and there was a person whose name was Raul, who was basically diffusing the situation. Right, he took the man down or whatever else. Now, I didn't know they had taken the man down. All I hear is that there's an intruder in the building, and that Raul's going up to work to help, you know. And so, for me, that's not a one-person job, you know?
Yes.
If you say, hey, I'm going here, then boom, we're going here. And I understand there was a show on the air at the time, so everybody can't go.
Yeah.
But y'all some punks. Y'all ain't gonna go ride with your I mean, we a team, right? I thought,
right.
I thought,
learn quickly.
So he's up there. I ain't gonna let bruh go by himself. So I'm taking earrings off and I'm going up the steps.
Ace was ready
because we about to fight,
knucking and bucking.
Right. And I'm not trying to be funny. I was like, I'm gonna have his back if nobody else is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And then when I get up there, he got him and he was like, "Hey," he's like, "You was coming to help me?" I'm like, "I was coming. I was on my way." You know. And he was fine too, so I was coming to help.
That made us see him in a different light
right.
too.
But no, I was coming to help. And I'm that way about most places where I am. Like if something happens right now, it's me and you against the world.
Let's go.
You know, if I'm at work, I expect me and my coworkers like, hey, let's go. Now some of them ain't correct, right?
But you already know.
I know
your expectations need to be a little low.
I know. But that's just my mentality.
That's where you just leave.
I know.
Like y'all got right.
Yeah.
You ain't got to fight. You be on the elevator. Goodbye.
Seriously. So
just saying.
Yeah, but that's that part is just like duh.
Yeah.
If there's a threat, like we all ride together. You would hope.
You would hope, or you just leave.
True. That is true.
Nowadays, I'm gonna just leave. Somebody, I'm in my car.
Right. Y'all got it.
I'll call the people. Hey, is something happening?
Yeah.
And
let me say this. Yeah, fighting is not my first thing, or shooting is not my first thing.
Yeah.
You know, because
it's if somebody come at you. Right, you don't start it, but you finish it. That's what people say, right?
Exactly.
Which is true.
Exactly. Because I had somebody come to the house once, and I heard like they were.
Yeah.
It was kids pranking outside. I think that's what would happen. But we hadn't been in the house long.
Yeah.
I hopped in the car with the kids and pulled out.
Yeah.
And the policeman who came, he was like, well, you left the house. They can have the fucking house.
Yeah. Hello.
I got my kids.
You have
like,
your kids.
we out here.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the other part, you know. Like all these scary movies, black people always, y'all can have it.
Yep.
Y'all got it.
You get to that point.
Yeah.
That's a different level of EQ too. To be like, cool, got my life.
Exactly.
All yours. Yeah.
Y'all got it. So, I fight you, or if you come at me physically or mine physically.
Right. Yep.
Other than that, y'all cool.
We mind our business.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Perfect.
What else on your list?
Okay.
Since you're in charge of the girls.
We're talking about health, right?
Girl.
Well, just in general. But like Serrano had her eye cut. There are things that are par for the course in many sports.
Yes.
But there are ramifications as you age, because those women are in their mid-30s. Mm-hmm. Like, and I know she kept fighting, but I pray her eye is okay. I really do, and I mean
it ain't okay.
It's not okay, but I mean your vision or whatever. And then you have people, obviously elite athletes. I die doing this, and I'm like, you might die sooner than you wanted to, but good for you. So you were talking about, we put a pin in you taking things off your plate And we regularly come back to health because
Of course.
it is ever changing, especially as we get older. We've talked about Perry,
Girl.
stress, anxiety, world events, life, all of that impacts that. So we'll pick back up with your plate scraping.
Girl. Like we said earlier, like we all do a lot, right?
Yeah.
I think that's one of the things that we have heard. I think you might have said it last time we met, where someone said taking my cape and making it a blanket.
That was
know?
Tiff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm tired.
Yeah.
Like, October was great. It was a lot of fun. It was a whirlwind month.
Yeah.
But it was tiring because you can be tired doing good stuff and fun stuff.
Yes.
You know?
Say that again.
You can
Yes.
be tired doing good stuff and fun
Yeah.
stuff
Yep.
because it's like, oh, these are things I want to do. This is fun. But at the same time, I'm exhausted.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
between work and then the fun stuff and work and then the fun stuff and then work and then the fun stuff and then work and then the sucker punch of the election. And you're like, wait a minute. you know? And so,
Yeah.
and the aftermath of all that. And it's just a lot. And then Q4 is coming in hot.
Listen.
Thanksgiving, Christmas, boom,
Yeah,
boom.
New
Like, you
Year's
know,
soon.
it's exactly. And so, all first world problems. Let me say that.
Yeah.
Blessed and highly favored. Thank you.
Yeah.
But still exhausted. And I realized recently, and I ain't gonna get into the details, but my body is tired. And y'all know I got the autoimmune stuff. And
Yeah.
so it's just like, it's tripping. It's tripping. And yeah, I have to take some more things off my plate, because I just can't juggle it all. Like I can't,
Yeah.
you know, and unless the Lord wants to just go ahead and give me these lottery numbers, and then I ain't gotta work,
Come on,
and then I
big
can,
money.
you know,
Yeah. Yep.
do all the other philanthropic things that I want to do. But no, even this weekend on my calendar, it said, because I knew. See, I tried to be proactive.
Yes. Yeah.
I put on my calendar for this weekend, it literally says, don't do shit. It said, don't do shit. Because I knew October was going to be crazy. So I knew at some point I got to sit my tail
Yeah.
down.
Yep. And how's that working for you?
Well, obviously I'm doing a show today.
Hello.
And then on top of that, I have some other things to do. And I wanted to say no.
Yeah. I know you did.
I didn't say no out of obligation,
Yeah.
but I wanted to say no so bad. So I'm gonna go and do the things, but after that, I'm in. Like, and
Yeah.
I want to go on a date.
Yeah.
Like, I want to go on a date. I want to go actually, I don't want to go on a date. I want to lay on the couch and watch a movie, hugged up with somebody. That's what I want to do.
And Netflix and chill.
You know, I want to take a nap on the couch,
Okay.
laid up on somebody.
Okay.
It's cold. Cupping season's upon us.
It is. Yeah.
You know, so that's really what I want to do. You know, have a
Yeah.
little pizza, have a little drinky drink, and just chill. That's all.
I know.
You know,
Yeah.
I want naked pancakes. I want that kind of stuff. I need a break. You know,
Being raised.
that's what I want, naked pancakes. But
Okay.
what I'm going to do is do this
Yeah.
things I got to do today.
Yeah.
And then take these braids down.
Yeah.
Because I got a plan for the rest of the Q4.
You do.
And that starts now.
Well, they say circle back season is officially here. I feel it now more, and I don't know. I guess I can admit I think I'm having a late reaction to election stuff. So I have recently really been in a fog, a work fog, like just tired, not really focused. I'm here, but I'm not here. And it is end of the year coming up, and I'm tired. Like it's hit me. I'm late with a lot of stuff, but
No.
but that's just how I operate. But
It's the shock of it first, and then
tired.
yeah, you got to process. Yeah,
I'm really tired.
here's what I think. I think that Black women understand the space that we're in, right? Because we're the ones in the space.
Yeah, yeah,
I think that a lot of people don't comprehend the space that we're in and the mental wear and tear that specifically people of color, but Black women specifically, are undergoing right now.
yeah.
And I don't know how to make them get it, you know?
Yeah.
like I don't know how to make them get it. And I'm not saying that everybody's not going through something. There are people who are going through, all
Yeah,
kinds of stuff,
absolutely.
personal and otherwise.
Yeah.
But collectively, I'm gonna say for me, it feels like the results of the election and the aftermath and some of even the cabinet appointments that we've seen here recently, all speak to a very misogynist and racist regime. And because of that, as a black woman,
Yeah.
if you have a misogynist and racist regime, it's obviously anti-NASA. It's very much so personal to me.
Right. I know
You
what you're
know?
saying. Yeah. I know what you're
And so everybody I know, black female that I know, is wrestling with how do I survive and thrive in the midst of this misogynist and racist regime? Because when when America has spoken and has voted overwhelmingly for this,
Yeah. Yeah.
when you vote overwhelmingly for this, you don't understand you're also voting actively against me.
Yes. Yeah.
So it feels like
Yeah.
the world is going like this. I'm trying to find my footing. And I can't really find it right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do.
So everybody I know,
Yeah.
every black woman I know is in that mental fog. Like,
Yes.
now what? Like, and it makes you question everything. Like, do I need to... if I work harder at work, does it even matter anymore?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
If I, just do all these different things, does it even matter anymore? Because while you might know good people and people who say they support you,
Yeah.
when it came down to the election, it's like they didn't.
Maury Povich.
Right.
Test results prove otherwise.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so everybody's just kind of like,
Right.
huh?
Yeah.
It's like this bizarro space that we're in.
We're still processing.
Yeah.
It's not a one and done. It's not a
No.
like we talked about. You just get back to work. No.
No.
This is different.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I mean, I don't know if we talked about it here last time, but like my first day back at work post election, like I'm at work, I'm doing work, but I don't have a lot to say. Like,
Right.
let me
Right.
just,
Yeah.
let me
Yeah.
just do the work,
Yeah. Well,
but don't push,
yeah.
right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
Yeah. Yep.
like let me just process this.
Yeah.
And the fact that most people understood it, but some didn't,
Right.
and I was like,
You
this ain't
talk
what
to
you
your
want.
homie. Yeah.
Right. This ain't what you want today.
Talk to your people.
Right.
About me. Yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, even you checked me. He was like, hey, sis,
It's a lot.
it's a lot.
It's-
And your words are a lot. You need to sit on, I was
Yeah.
like, all right, you're right. So,
Yes. Yeah.
yeah. So, am I still angry? Very much so. But am I much more in control of my anger now?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Which
'Cause-
my concern with you, obviously, health.
Yeah.
Of black, I'm about my sister's business.
Yes.
And your health. So, and
Yeah.
how that anger can affect you physically.
True. I will say though, for me, it felt like the teapot. The teapot whistles, right?
Yeah.
When it gets to the end, to let that pressure off,
Yes.
and that's how I felt the first 2 weeks. I felt like
Yeah.
the teapot was whistling.
Okay.
And if it didn't, it was going to explode. So while I was popping off,
Yeah.
it was really me releasing that steam so I don't implode or explode.
Or lock your back up.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So now
Yes.
I feel like it's still boiling,
Right. Right.
but I don't feel like I'm going to implode or explode anymore.
Okay, good.
And I hope to get to the point where Andrea is
Yes.
in the how do I plot and plan in this. But I wasn't able to get there yet because I had to go through those
Right,
stages
right.
of grief and emotion,
And that's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, and I will get to, the next phase of that.
Right.
But for me, I had to let the steam off.
Yeah.
Now I'm just pissed, but I ain't gonna just, I ain't quoting dead prayers right now. They don't get us.
But it's coming.
Yeah. So
Look for a graphic. Canva hates to see Nasa
they do. But yeah, so
Okay.
you know,
Yeah.
I might watch Chappelle's Philly
Oh,
concert.
please.
I love that concert.
Please.
Yeah.
I want to be more intentional about doing mental health check-ins and all that jazz. I recently had a really good workout. I have good workouts because I'm moving my body, but I had one where I was hyper focused. I mean, like I'm right. You can't tell me I ain't training to beat nobody ass. Like, but I haven't had one like that in so long.
Yeah.
And that is typically my release.
Yeah.
Is how I get my stress out. So it's important to get it out. Don't hold it. Your body will not be pleased, and it will notify you.
You're gonna say you can do this, so I know what you're gonna say. But I literally want to just clear the calendar.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah. Your bill say otherwise.
No. Yeah, I'll keep my job,
Okay,
of course.
yes.
But because so many things are wrapped up at a certain level of life, work is not just 9 to 5, which is hard to make some people understand that.
Yeah. Yep.
Work is not just 9 to 5. There's networking obligations. There's community obligations. They're all interwork together.
Yeah.
To build your career,
Right.
and build community. So, if I could, I would love to say Q1.
Okay.
Like, I'm gonna work 9 to 5.
Okay, I'm listening.
And that's it. You know what I mean?
Right, yes.
And then really just digging deep on figuring me out again.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and how to navigate, you know, the world and taking care of me, you know? But, and I would tell you, doesn't get it all the time. My mom. Hey, mommy. Huh?
Let them boomers.
My mom was a school teacher.
Yes. Yep.
And so while she had after school activities and all of that,
Yes.
like, she was like, well, if you're tired, why are you going? And I'm like, because there's money to be had in that room and I have to go and, you know, and talk to these people and all those things and networking matters, relationship matters. And so I have to show up for these things, you know, even when I'm tired,
even when you're tired,
you know? And so, and which is not always to our betterment, right?
Right.
But it's the truth. And so if I really just could, and you're gonna be like, yeah, you can, but if I could, I would go to work. I would do yoga. I would date.
I'm trying to have your ass in the air more than one way. Hey.
Yes. And I would rest.
Okay.
Like for Q1. That's it.
Okay.
Like I wouldn't be an advisor, which I'm doing a horrible job of advising right now. I wouldn't be a board chair.
Right.
I wouldn't, you know, do X, Y, and Z. I would literally just concentrate on those things right there.
Okay.
And that's it. Which I'm going to get to.
Yeah.
Me peeling things back, though, I can't just... like that. I have to roll them back and, you know, get things to a good space. And then, okay, here you go. You got that now, you know?
I think you and I both, what if we try this? Just a suggestion. Accountability.
Let's do it.
How we put everything on our calendars, but really put on your calendar. Like almost, you tried to do it today, but nothing. And it's on there. And when you go to look, if something comes up that's not truly pertinent, no, I'm not available. I'm not available. I think for both of us, I'm open to doing that.
Yeah.
Because I've been doing a lot more, as you know.
Yes.
I've been growing
up.
So just to, like, people talk about planning, like, you hear that now, but it really is true. If it's not on my calendar, it's not real.
Come on now.
But if you put the words, today, nothing, or don't, you know, whatever, you know, I've heard some people say, don't say nothing, you're leaning in the rest, whatever works for you. But just plan nothing. Have nothing on whatever day that is.
Yeah. Because that's what I'm looking for. I need just that space. So I have it and I have another actually weekend coming up where I put on there nothing, and I'm like, good. Please let it be nothing, you know. But let me say this.
Yeah.
Rachel Martin.
Yeah.
She says rules are for other people, but boundaries are for ourselves.
Yes.
And so nobody's going to adhere to my boundaries. It's me to enforce my boundaries.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
that's what I'm trying
Okay.
to do.
We're going to do it.
And sometimes it's hard when you have obligations, people that you love, and things that you actually enjoy doing.
True.
But there's no capacity for
Yeah.
it right now.
Okay.
So.
I like that. We'll be accountability partners.
Yes.
Okay.
So, if you heard me, I want to date.
I'll say that a little louder.
Date, boy.
Boy.
Date.
Okay.
I'm just leave that right there.
Oh, date.
Yeah. I'm gonna send somebody the link.
And work on yoga positions.
Yeah, no, but I do. I want to get back into yoga. I'm like, not even hot yoga, all
Right.
the
Just-
fitness yoga.
Yeah.
I want to do the slow moving, lay down, stretch,
Restorative.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Yes.
what I want.
Please stretch. Stretching's important.
It is.
Take it from me. It really is. I like to work out hard, but recovery. Those are all the rest. Girl, that ministry has blessed me so much. Like she be trying to beat us over the head too. She like, y'all gonna get this like, come on, sisters.
Yeah.
I understand we got stuff to do, and I believe she does, Trisha. But she also like, y'all better rest when you can, however you can. And that, for me, like I said, even if it is scheduling it, nothing is wrong with you schedule joy. You schedule your rest.
Schedule the rest.
Rest in your eyes. That's what you said. Take a minute, rest your
It's
eyes.
going tonight because after I finish all the things today,
Yeah.
these birds are coming out today.
Yeah.
Probably finish it tomorrow, and then
Okay.
start over from there.
We got this.
We do.
We do.
Yeah. It's gonna be okay.
Okay.
Life's
here for
finite, and I'm here to ride it until the wheels come off. But at the same time, I'm also rest.
And that's how we gonna end the show. Hey, that was the quote.
Ta-da!
Bars. Thank you for watching.
Where can they find us?
All the platforms,
Yep.
including TikTok. I'm getting y'all together.
Oh.
What?
And dun 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 dun. You can also find me on Blue Sky now. Mary, that is me, is also on Blue Sky now. So
I know.
I know. I'm Christopher Columbusing that one. So
next
I'm
is on that.
Yeah, I'm
She's
over
checking
there.
it out.
I'm checking it out for us.
Well, we got the threads.
Yes.
Go, ladies. We're on threads. We're on
Threads.
TikTok. We're on IG, Facebook, YouTube, and everywhere you listen to your podcast.
Yeah. Find us, engage, talk to us. We're there.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye.